Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain. We have a very special treat for you tonight. We have the joyous death of Omnath and Lucky Clover. They're gone. Hallelujah. Ring the bells. Break out the good champagne. Because that means we can actually play normal decks instead of anti-meta craziness. What does that mean? That means our deck building potential has opened up like a beautiful broad plain of white mana, which we're not playing tonight, but you get the idea. So that means that party decks, fun decks, tribal decks, everything is viable again in the meta because we are not utterly oppressed by one mega super deck that destroys everything on round 4. So hallelujah for that. Let's get into what we're doing tonight, which is, if you've seen from the thumbnail, Izzet Wizards, or as I like to call it to be funny, Wizard Izzards. One of the big standout heroes that I've seen people talking about lately is Magmatic Channeler. Alright? And Magmatic Channeler is a red wizard that really has a lot of power to it. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. So an Izzet Wizards obviously is a red-blue wizard deck. The thing that I'm doing with mine is I'm kind of focusing on flying. It's not exclusively flying, but it's a lot of flying. And removal and direct damage and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what we have. Obviously playing a lot of instants and sorceries and stuff like that. Not any counter spells, which is interesting. Mostly removal. If you want to trade some of the removal and direct damage out for counter spells, you certainly can. Nobody's stopping you. So we'll just take a look. All right. So Opt. What is Opt? Opt is a classic card right there. I've got the one from there, that's the pirate one. Scry and draw a card. Drawing a card extra, a little bit of card control, a little bit of card viewing. You know what it is. Fae of Wishes. This is a very powerful card. What do we have in the sideboard? Well, some of our emergency stuff. That's our anti-scoop. That's our anti-everything. And that's our big anti-everything too. Of course, we have a Stern Dismissal. You can add Stern Dismissal directly in, but when we really need a removal that doesn't work, and we need something, we go for that. So these are our sideboard. We pull them out when we need them. Back in the deck, Fae of Wishes is a 1/4 fairy wizard flyer blue, so it fits right away. Sea Gate Stormcaller is a mythic rare, but she is worth it. When she comes down for 2 mana, anything with any sorcery or instant spell you cast with 2 or less you cast it again. You copy it. If she was kicked, you copy it 3 times. You can choose new targets for each copy. All right. So that's a hell of a thing to do. You can play Fire Prophecy twice. Fire Prophecy is a great one. If you don't want 4, lower it. Magmatic Channeler. This is a hero right here. She is doing it. As long as there are 4 more instant or sorcery, she gets 3/1. So she is a 4/4 potentially for 2 mana. Why is she so powerful? Well, there's 2 reasons. She lets you discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library, and then choose one of them. You may play it this turn. Obviously, it gives you a lot of card control that you can play. Paired with Sea Gate Stormcaller, potentially being able to play multiple off-the-top instants and sorceries for direct damage. Also, she is more powerful the more stuff you have in your graveyard, which means that Rogue Mill is at a disadvantage when milling your crap. So the more stuff they're throwing away, the more chances that this lady right here, this fiery young lady right here, is going to become more powerful. So, bit of a turnaround. Roil Eruption. It's a standard free damage for 2 trade in red. What I like is it's the late game kicker. It deals to any target. So if you're dealing with a stubborn opponent and you're in the late game and they just have a wall of blockers up and you need to get that 5 damage directly into them, go for it. Even so, it's a 2 damage. So even if you have Sea Gate Stonecaller, it will do 6 to any target. That will kill a player. Thrill Possibility, discard and draw 2 cards. Get rid of that extra mana, get rid of that stuff you don't need. Thundering Rebuke. I like this because it's creature or planeswalker. It's not player, but this will wipe a planeswalker out very easily. It is a sorcery, not an instant, which isn't great because Fire Prophecy is an instant, but it is very powerful. And it is 2, so Sea Gate Stormcaller will kick it. Kaza, Royal Chaser. The next instant or sorcery you cast costs X, where X is the number of wizards you control. So it will reduce a lot of these things, but what I really want to use it for to get the big boy banger off is that Shatterskull Smashing. If you hit it with that on it, it will reduce it by X. So if you have 3 or 4 wizards out, that's 3 or 4 extra mana to throw into Shatterskull Smashing. Boom, you get what I'm saying. She's also a 1/2 flyer haste. That's pretty easy to do, and she's a wizard, and she's very cheap. Warden of Evos Isles. This is creature spells with flying, cost 1 less to cast. Very useful, considering we have very many flyers. Windrider Wizard. He's actually pretty good because whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. We are discarding a lot of cards. That's why we have Irencrag Pyromancer. Whenever you draw a second card, so don't worry about discarding them. If you're going to be drawing them, she'll be able to do 3 damage. She is a good blocker, and all those extra cards that you are drawing will be put to good use with extra bonus damage. Wingspan Mentor, he's an interesting one, a 1/3, and he enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on a target non-human creature, so he is going to help the non-flyers fly. We already have a bunch of flyers in this deck, so he is going to be boosting them, number 1. And also, he will put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control flying. So if you have a whole cavalcade of wizards out that are already flying, he will really pump them up. And you can kind of hold everybody off, pump them up, and overwhelm them with flying. Rielle the Everwise. I thought about this one for a while, but she is very similar. She gets bonus for every instant sorcery that she has in the graveyard. So if you're getting milled in the late game, I have one with this where she is like a 12/3 because they've milled so many of my instants and sorceries that she is super powerful. And whenever you discard for the first time, draw that many cards. So she will help you also with card control. You're going to get the stuff that you want in your hand. Don't worry about it. Umara Mystic. This is the backbone of our deck right here. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or a wizard spell, she gets +2 to the end of turn. She's flying. So you can cast, with the amount of mana and amount of spells that you have, you can potentially cast 3 or 4 instant or wizard spells. And she will get +2 for every single one of them. And she's flying, which means that if she's not blocked, she is going to do a lot of damage. She's also riding a Manta Ray, which is pretty cool. For a little bit of mana, we have 1 Umara Wizard as a little bit of bonus. It's a land first before it's a creature, but in case we need that extra creature, he's there. We have Shatterskull Smashing, which is the big stompy finishing spell there. We have 8 islands, we have 8 mountains, we have 2 Riverglide Pathways. I lucked up on these during the draft. And we have 2 Temples of Epiphany. If you don't want the Temples of Epiphany, we're a little bit more heavy on the mountain. Actually, we'll do that tweak right now. We're a little bit heavier on the mountain, so we'll just do 1 more mountain on that. So that's what we look like on the big board. We're pretty cheap overall. Creatures, spells, instants, and sorceries, 15 total. 20 lands. But with these 2 extra lands, we're kind of 22 lands is about where we're living, which is usually fine. This is a pretty cheap deck. We take a look at it on the big board here. We take a look. We're mostly living at 2. A little bit on 3. He's the big one. We're mostly 1, 2, and 3. He's mostly going to be a land, chances are. So that's where we're at. Don't forget the sideboard. That's what it looks like. If you want to put anybody in the sideboard, go for it. Whatever cards you feel like you're going to need. If you want counter spells. As a matter of fact, we can add some counter spells to the sideboard later when we do some teching. So that is the basic layout of the deck. That's what it looks like. Let's change these card backs here. And it works pretty good, especially now that whatchamacallit is gone. So save and exit. Before we get started, as always, I will ask you, please hit that like button and subscribe to me. I know you're watching, and you're not subbing, it really helps the channel out. Liking the video really helps the channel out too. You will also avoid the like and subscribe, who will come after you for watching and not liking and subscribing. As always, follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/thatvillainj. I've just made affiliate. You can buy your tiers, you can get custom emotes, custom badges, all kinds of fun stuff. And as always, join us on our Discord. All the links are in the description. Talk decks, talk shop, share your decks, show how you improved mine. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. Let us get started. All right. Let's get it going. Let's really put this deck through its paces here. The China problem. Yeah. Facing the China problem right now. Heavy mana, but I'm okay with it. I think I can draw into some other stuff, and it's a pretty good even distribution of mana. So that shouldn't be too bad. Definitely work. Alright, let's keep that. Yeah, we'll keep it. Easy keep. Oh, now he's changing. He's making sure he has the right golem set up. That's a good use of his time, and my time too, of course. All right, do that. Right. Champion. He doesn't even burn yet. We'll wait. Probably should have put Temple of Epiphany out, but it dropped. I lost the internet connection there. Sorry about that, guys. So, did lose internet connection there. This is a mono red Stompy. Yeah, you can't be the China defeat without that. Okay, so now I know who the Thundering Rebuke's going on for sure. So we're going to play Temple of Epiphany. We don't need another land. Great. And then we're going to rebuke him, of course. No attacks. Yeah, taking time during the mulligan phase to pick out your golem is ooh, that's an Embercleave. That's kind of a waste of an Embercleave, but no blocks because I'm just gonna nuke him. So we're gonna put down that. We're gonna put down that. We're gonna hit him. We want to put something away. Yes, we do. We want to put this island away. And then we're going to hit you, and then we're going to put down Warden of Evos Isles. No attacks. Kind of came out quick with the Embercleave. I've kind of slowed him down here. There's Bone Crusher Giant, as always. He is always around. Alright, there he is. I'm going to put, well, no, we're going to throw that away, so we're going to Bone Crusher Giant him. I'll take 2 damage, thank you very much. Put that away in my library. Do the damage to him. And then we're going to put down a Warden of Evos Isles. See, that's what I wanted to do last turn, but this guy was like, no, I don't want you to do that. And I was like, well, I'm going to do it anyways. So we just repeated the same turn because he didn't get the point the first time, so. What has he got left? He's got nothing left. Alright, we're drawing a crazy amount of mana here. How much do we need to... So we need 6. We need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I just have the deck tracker. Oh, my deck tracker disappeared. That's too bad. So we have 6. So we'll wait to hit him with the 5 with the Roil Eruption. Yeah, end turn. of played a lot of cards out of his hand. He might have a mana there. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's out of that. So we will play Riverglide Pathway with a red. We will hit a Roil Eruption on him. That means that we will hit him for 2. He'll be down to 5. Alright, excellent. If we can draw something that will make us discard, he will lose. There's Annex fired in the Forge. Annex fired hardened in the Forge. He's going to quit him. That's great. Attack with him. I'm going to end turn. So that's 12. So 12 is coming in, so we got to be able to block some of it. So block that. So yeah, got him that time. We were able to stop the big stompy mono red there. When you have a lot of burn to kind of burn up the burners, they kind of run out of options. So slowing down mono red's momentum is really what you want to be able to do. So let's take a break and open some cards. How about it? After the first win here, let's keep the audience engaged. What do we got? Ooh, Wilds. Angel of Destiny. There she is, boys. There she is. Alright, Kraken Warden, very good. I got a Mythic Rare there. Classical Mimic, not bad. Alright. What else we got? Umara Mystic, already got that. Another Sea Gate Stormcaller. Wow, okay. That is 2 Mythic Rares in a row and a Mythic Wild. Let's see what else we get. Can we get a 3rd Mythic Rare? Let's see. Another Umara Mystic. Now Shadow's Verdict. That's a weird one. I don't think I've seen anybody play that. And our last pack to open up. What do we got? Is it a Mythic Rare? Wild is very good. Another Wild. Confounding Conundrum. Alright, so Confounding Conundrum, Entrance, that's a wall text. I don't feel like reading. Alright, so not bad. Disenchant. Shadowcat's not bad either. But plenty of Wilds. We're actually restocking. No, I don't have the pass. I'm going to buy the pass pretty soon. I like to do a video about my thoughts on the pass, so we're probably going to wait and do a video about the pass total, what the value is. So let's go get it. Ezeniki. Alright. Yeah, I could keep this. Sea Gate Stormcaller is going to have to wait, but I can keep it. Alright, I can already see where this is headed. Yes, I will take a blue mana. I'm here, Hanitz. Can you not hear me? Warden of Evos Isles, put him out. Okay, that makes everybody cheaper. So hopefully we can draw mana and we can hit Thunder and Rebuke or Thrill of Possibility. Probably Thunder and Rebuke. for 2. If you're having trouble seeing me reload the stream, I lost connection in the middle. Alright, that's another opt. I'll play the Irencrag Pyromancer this time. It counts as a wizard, so he'll get boosted. That's going to be 5 damage. And then the opt will trigger. I can actually hit Sea Gate Stormcaller and then opt twice. But I don't think that's a big deal. I'd rather hit Thunder Rebuke twice for the big bangs. Yeah, if you get all the way through it, it's definitely worth it. But I like to choose like the break-even point. I will take that mana. Thank you. This guy is very mana starved right now. We're gonna boost up Umara Mystic a little bit more. Could actually have boosted her up more by putting down Fae of Wishes, but I'd rather keep my wish for right now. Yeah, a lot of levels. I'm going to do the math to see. Hey, Astral's here. Now it's a party. Alright, there's pacifism. That's too bad. It's not really going to matter. Because I'm just going to do this. Hit him. And boost pop. There we go. Alright. 2 in a row. Excellent. So it's working as expected. That time that guy really got mana starved. I think something was wrong, so I don't think that we really get the full credit on that one. We still played well though. Do nothing tribal, yeah. Unfortunately, I think that he kind of beat himself more than we beat him. So, yeah, Astral. I know you missed it. We'll take a quick second to say that we did get affiliate. So, welcome. Things are a little different, as you can see. There's subs, there's badges, there's custom emotes. Anybody listening? Want to join, you certainly can. Come on over to the Twitch, twitch.tv/thatmj. Links are always in the description. Let's go again. Yeah, he got arena. The auto shuffler was like, mana? What, lands? I need lands. Lands are for suckers. Lands a mug's game. That's for people who don't know what they're doing. It's actually a bit of a slower hand, but I'm not too worried about it. Slivers, ugh. That's the last thing I want to see come back. Okay, so this is a mutator. Shatterskull Smashing. Should I pay 3 life? I'll just enter it tapped. And go. And turn. Sliver's the last thing I need to see come back. I played a guy that had Sliver deck with the Sliver Queen and all that stuff, and it was not fun. That's Ember. So he's a big stompy. He's a stompy green mutator. There's Gem Razor. Destroy the chimps. So hopefully we're gonna draw. There's throw possibilities. Wingspan Mentor. let's do that. No attacks, end turn. We're not drawing any of our damagers right now, which is really what we need. Hey, Astro, thanks for the sub, man. You get, for the first 10, you get the Founder's Badge. Really? Oh, man, that guy is probably very, feeling very good. He was playing with the Sliver Queen back in the 90s. So, no telling what was going on there. So what I want to do is hit the Stormcaller, take action, and I gotta put away Thrill of Possibility because I really needed that. And, so now I can kill that. I can play Stormcaller and Fire Prophecy and kill it. No attacks right now. I'm gonna enter. Really? Yeah, look it up. How much is Sliver Queen? Price? Rare MTG Stronghold price is $239 on eBay right now. Yeah. Definitely. Very interesting. Yeah. Looks like it's between $200 and $300 right now. If you got them in a shoebox, get those out. That's a spicy meatball. Royal Eruption. I can actually do Royal Eruption. Let's do that. Draw a card. I'll take decline. Alright, next, and we will go in, and in. Poof. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Sliver Queen was, I've never been a fan of rainbow decks. I do not like running every color, so Sliver Queen was never really my thing. I did run a Kavu deck. Does anybody remember Kavus? Oh, that was a piece of garbage. Alright, so we're going to absolutely nuke everybody again with another Sea Gate Stormcaller. So I'm going to do that. Decline. Put a card in my library, decline. Draw a card, decline. Card in my library, decline. Alright, so now we're going to go in next with this big boy. And we're going to say one attacker. Take it. There we go. Yeah, Kavus were kind of like slivers as they did other stuff. You could kick them. Yeah, Flame Tongue Kavu was actually very good. That was a very good card. I remember that one. Definitely worth it. Turn. Royal Chaser. Okay, so let's put out Royal Chaser. Yes. Replace her. Draw a card. We'll take that action. We'll discard that. What permanent do I want to stay? This. Target creature. Draw a card. Decline. Put a card in my library. Decline. Kavus were fun. I was always a big fan of tribal decks. Always a big fan of tribal decks, so always like that. The thing is Sliver, to really be an effective Sliver deck, you needed to be like an every color tribal deck, which just to play Rainbow back in the day, there really wasn't that many double lands back in the day. So it was tough. So really could use Fae of Wishes here because I would nuke all of this crap. I would put a Flame Strike down. Gem Razor. Resolve. He might lose because he's being an asshole and he's not really attacking with his massive creatures there, so. Okay, there's that. Draw a card. Decline. Non-human creature that doesn't have it. Alright, so. Next, attacks, and turn. Well, I mean, that's why all those other cards are so valuable, because they don't come into play tap. I mean, I had no problem with Pain lands. The shock lands were fine. Paying 2 to get what you need when you need it was not a bad penalty, for sure. Okay, pass. Block him with him. Can we take 10? Can block him with him. We can block him with him. We'll just take 6. Yeah, like my cousin has. He has the $4,000 ones sitting in his attic. Nice. Good combo. And I didn't draw a damaging one, so that really doesn't matter. So this broken ass Scoot has my number there. So good try. We got him down to 4. Unfortunately, I could not draw anything that would help me. I just kept drawing mana, which is not good. Basically, any of my damaging cards. My Fae of Wishes, obviously, I could have hit the clear out. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with Scoot. What I have a problem with Scoot is when you mutate on Scoot and then it starts making copies of the mutated Scoot. They need to amend. They don't need to ban it. They need to amend it so it says it makes a copy of Scoot Swarm and not a copy of that thing. So like when you mutate it and then you put a Styrax, whatever, that crazy elk thing that puts a bunch of crap onto the board. So then all of a sudden you have a bunch of 6/6 tramplers out like a million times. That's a little bit much. It needs to be amended that when you scoot something that's been mutated, a Scoot comes out, not the mutated creature. I don't really like that. I think that is probably the only unpleasant aspect. Other than that, I don't have a problem with it. And you can scoot yourself out. That's why I have Fae of Wishes with the destroying. Yeah, it says a copy of Scoot Storm, but it makes a copy of the card, which the card has become Scoot Storm. Scutestorm has become the mutated card, so they need a ruling about how mutate would affect that. They're interpreting it one way, but I would argue, like, if it was homebrew at my local game store, I would argue that, hey guys, that's not in the spirit of what it actually wants. Alpha Underground Sea. My cousin has the double lands of everything. I've held an Underground Sea in my land, a beta Underground Sea, a taiga, a savanna, all those. I have held them. He has them sitting somewhere. I think they're actually not even in his house. They're probably at his parents' house, my aunt and uncle. So he has them. I've seen him. He's probably got at least a $10,000 or $20,000 collection because he got in beta. And he played in middle school and I think maybe briefly in high school, and then he got out of it. Let's get rid of that. Alright, next. Not drawing any blue mana. Sensation blue again. Pass. My turn. Let's see if we can get a blue mana. There's a blue mana. Get out Warden of Evos. Yeah, we had to get it out of his hand. I think Shocklands, they're probably going to do something different. I like these double lands, the doubly double lands. Those aren't bad. So what do we want to do here? We want to play Thundering Rebuke at Kaza the Roil Chaser. They're running out of ways to combo lands together. That's the issue. There's only so many ways you can combo a land together. So they're just kind of just running out of options. Target a creature. Do that. Decline. This is a blue-black mutate. Let's see what else he's got. Let's see what other tricks. There's a Massacre Worm. That'll do it. That will do it. I don't want that. Massacre Worm really fucked us up there. Ooh, Royal Eruption. Oh, can't get it to do 5. That's too bad. Can put Umara Mystic out. Can hit that. Unlimited playset of all dual lands for $800. So how much is it worth now? No attacks. 1 versus 20, and we're back in pole position here. We're hanging on by a thread. He's out of options. Alright, so now we're going to hit him again. If we do this, this will be the most epic come-from-behind victory that I've ever seen in my whole life, ever. 14-1. Umara Mystic's a damn good card. Not gonna lie. Oh. Oof. Are we gonna do it, boys? Are we gonna do it? Yep, we are gonna do it. Hit it with Shatterskull, and then we go in for 6. Amazing come from behind. Maybe he'll have another Massacre Worm for us. I don't know. Oh, there's rookie mistake, so we'll reduce it to 4. What does he get? Mysterious Egg. That ain't gonna cut it, Holmes. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna cut it. Now he's down to 2. 2 versus 1. My goodness. Okay. So he gets to draw a card there. Maybe he's got something good there. Tome Raider. Nope, it's another mana. 3 versus 1. Sea Gate Stormcaller. Unfortunately, I just need his power. And we're gonna send him in. Wow, that was a good investment, Lord Vegeta. And this is the most amazing come from behind victory. Good game. Good game, buddy. You had me on the absolute ropes with 1 mana. And the Izzet Wizards takes it back for the victory. I can't even believe it. The crowd goes crazy. Chat is blowing up. Oh my god. It's insane. Actually, chat's not saying anything. Chat's just giving me a polite golf clap. Polite golf clap. One more, guys. One more. And then we're going to call it a night tonight. Let's see if we can cap it off on a good note. 50. Right, so one more time with the Izzet Wizards. Beautiful comfort behind victory. That was worth the whole thing. Excellent investment, Lord Vegeta. I wish I had bought a Black Lotus. There was a Black Lotus in that card shop that I mentioned before for about $500 back in the 90s. Alpha Black Lotus. Maybe 800? I don't know. It was less than 1,000. I know that. The Black Lotus had not blown up like it does now. If I would have known. If I would have known. Riverglide Pathway, let's put that down. Let's put Magmatic Channeler down. Okay, so this is Simic Adventure, probably. $27,000, $300, $27,000, $100,000 occasionally for Black Lotuses. Yeah, Brushfire Elemental, very good card, underrated card. People do not play that card enough. Power 9, yeah, that would have, Power 9 for $3,000, hell of an investment. That was like buying Bitcoin 5 years ago. he's hitting me with the brush fire. I'm gonna have to use Shatterskull on the brush fire because I can't have him just pounding the shit out of me with this thing. As an early Shatterskull, hopefully I can draw another removal that will be a little bit less costly than Shatterskull. But if I gotta shatter him, I gotta shatter him. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, so Shatterskull it is. And turn. Yeah. If we would have known what we know now about the way Magic was going to go, I think we would have done a lot of things differently. For sure. It's another scavenger news. I mean, just buying a couple boxes of alpha and leaving. You ever watch Open Boosters? That's a good plug for a great YouTube channel. Open Boosters is amazing. This guy, I don't know what kind of, he has the discipline of a Shallowan monk, because this guy held on to alpha, beta, full boxes, full storefront boxes of alpha, beta, revised, the dark, all kinds of stuff that he just opens on the channel and just sees what's inside. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know how he held on for 25 years not opening up a beta. He ended up finding a tropical island, an alpha tropical island, and an alpha black lotus in some of his boxes that he just had sitting in his office for 25 years. Amazing. He starts shaking as soon as he sees that alpha. He drops it on the ground too. Oof, just drops it on the table. I wouldn't know what to do. What are you gonna do? It's like holding a bill that's worth $200,000. What are you gonna do? Alright. Magmatic Channeler. Discard that. Take Umara Mystic. Attacks. Okay.
No living, lonely entity. To and fro it floats in the light of the sky.
I could kick myself for playing with so many revised cards. I had a Nebuchadnezzar from Legends that I played with so much.
Adrift and free. When day comes, it floats into space, like a spirit amazed in a wider paradise.
The original Legend set's at 220 right now. Alright, what is he gonna do to me here? What is he gonna do to me here? He's looking at my cards. He's looking. Is he trying to get that glitch? Shatterskull Smashing on him. Okay. Alright. I think we got this one in the bag, boys. I think we got this one in the bag. So I can hit him for 7 within a scale of the blaze. We're down to 1. So he does have some options. He does have some cards. Okay, there's he is reach, so we will burn his ass up. Play these 2 wizards, and that will go to 5, and we're gonna win. So unless he puts something that he can either kill that or play a reach or flying creature, and then he's good. And then he is cooked. He is just absolutely cooked. So okay, so he was able to do it. My turn. Let's see if I can burn him up. No, I can't. Let's try this. Rielle the Everwise. Bring her back out. I think we're gonna kill Angerus. Oh, I could have never told. I would have never thought you liked Dragon Ball, Lord Vegeta. You into Dragon Ball, Lord Vegeta? I would have never thought. So Bone crushes him. Your Roil Chaser. Okay, so we'll take her. Take that. Just a little bit into Dragon Ball. Not too much. Does anybody know what the scanner says about his power level? I forgot. Oh, another Angrius. Wow, he has probably 4 Angriuses in this deck. Good lord. Okay, so that means he's dead. So we're just gonna do that to him. And then we're gonna do this to him. And then we're gonna say next. And he's gonna scoop. Alright guys. That was a 3 up, 2 down, I believe was the final total. Was it 3 up, 2 down, or was it 4 up, 1 down? I think it's 4 up, 1 down. Good games. This deck works very well if you're interested in Wizards. I would definitely recommend it. your sideboard. So what I can recommend is Keep Safe is a good one. Look at the sideboard. I would throw in let's see here. Probably Rewind is a good one. Keep Safe is a good one because that lets you draw a card. Didn't Say Please is a good one. So any of those on the sideboard will work just fine. And change the card backs here. Just use so yeah, that's it. Izzet Wizards. So far that means that I have in fact done every single type of party member. So I've done a Warriors, I've done a Rogues, and I've done Clerics, and I've done a Wizard. So that is the look of how I like each one of them, and maybe we'll do a full party deck. I've done a few party decks already, but party is a little bit more viable now that Omnath is gone. So I hope that you guys liked it. Please like, please subscribe, join us on Twitch, join us in our chat and Discord, and that'll be it for me tonight. This is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.